Hello everyone, the Funny Muffin Gamer here, and today I'm actually going to be building an uber cheap, actually a half decent gaming PC. And so, to begin this out with, this is not going to max out all games. This is like a game right now for how much price I was able to squeeze out of this budget and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. The CPU is an Intel Pentium G3258. Now this CPU is actually an unclockable dual-core Pentium, and it's been proven to stack up against some of AMD's quad-core CPUs. Now if you are planning to play games that do require 4 cores, then go ahead and I'll change this over to AMD, but I'd say keep the rest of the core components because this will be really a solid gaming machine. And also the part list for this will be down below in the description. So let's go ahead and get started out. Like I said, Intel Pentium overclockable, and to cool that overclock, we're going to use a Cooler Master Hyper T X3. It's a 54 CFM sleeve ball bearing CPU cooler. Relatively quiet, nothing special really, but I mean it does have quite a fair good reviews on it. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure, like I'm 99.9% sure this will fit in the case, but yeah, I mean you never know. Sometimes it'll say it will and it won't. For the motherboard, we're using the ASRock H81M-HDS. This is a mini or micro ATX system. It supports 16 gigabytes of RAM, all the way up to 1600, which is what we're going to be using. It has onboard Ethernet, no crossfire support, 2 SATA 6 gigabits and 2 SATA 3 gigabits. It's really just an all-around kind of a basic motherboard. And it'll work half decent. I mean, like I said, this is a game now. It's not game in 2 years. It's a game now system. It has a 4.4 average rating out of 5. So, and then for the RAM, we're going to be using G.Skill Ripjaw's X Series, a 4 gigabyte stick. It's a CL cast latency of 9, 1.5 volts. Has a heat spreader on it. So, it's just nice, cheap, and dirty. I mean, it'll just work. And yeah, it'll just work. Also, I wasn't able to put a SSD in this build, but I was able to throw in a Hitachi 1 terabyte hard drive. This is actually a SATA 3 gigabits, so it won't be the fastest thing in the world, but it'll work. And one thing I've noticed, I built a computer with one of these. This drive is a wee bit noisy. It can be like you can like you can just hear it kind of like that. So yeah, you can hear the drive, but I mean if you just want a game right now, it's a 1 terabyte hard drive from Hitachi. So, and that's the Hitachi E7K1000. I'm not sure if I said that already. Okay, moving on to the PSU. The PSU is a EVGA 500 watt 80 plus certified CPU, or not CPU, wow, PSU. This is from EVGA. I have it actually right here on my shelf. I'm looking at it. I used it to power my 8320 and the R9270 for a while, and it worked fine. And it will fit right into our case, which is a Cougar Spike Micro ATX mini case. This thing looks half decent. That's one thing I really wanted to do for you guys. I wanted to make sure you guys had a really nice overall looking computer, and this will do it. It's a micro ATX tower, or yeah, micro ATX mini tower. It's black, has a 1 3¼ inch bay, or 1 external 3¼ inch bay, 2 external 5¼ inch bays. My bad. The external is the 3.5. The internal is 5.25, so 5¼ and it has 2 internal 3.5 bays. Supports USB 3 header, supports video cards up to 12.99 inches, and yeah, it's a pretty small case, but I think it looks relatively nice. Has a whole bunch of has some pretty good airflow options on it. And to power this for the games, you guessed it, it's the AMD R9 270. The only reason I really love this card, and the only reason is because of its price, or not really the only reason, I run them too, but it's just the price. It's better than a NVIDIA 750 Ti, and it's also most times cheaper. This has 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. I can never say that word right, but it has 2 gigs of that. Has a core clock of 900 megahertz. I'm able to get my Gigabyte My Gigabyte ones, I have the one right now running at 1555 on the core. And actually, let me just pull up MSI Afterburner here, and I'll tell you guys the exact. Okay, I've on the core, I have 1100, and on the memory, I have a 1550 clock. And my CPU keeps cool. Like, I was just playing some games, and it got up to like 40, 50 degrees. I mean, it's a relatively, it likes to stay nice and cool. So yeah, and that's the Gigabyte version. This looks half decent too. The only thing I don't like about this card is it does have the blue PCB, so that won't really match too well. But hey, like I said, we're going for performance, not looks. Actually, just said that. Anyways, then of course I always include a copy of Windows. This is Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit COA on eBay. Like I said, this guy, same guy. I've pretty much done all my builds. 99.6% positive feedback. I mean, that's really one of the best things you can do for outsourcing a Windows key. And that's pretty much it. And so the total cost of this build will bring you up to $392, so right around $400. And this thing will let you play a lot of games. I mean, your Steam library could probably be a good 20, 30 games, but you'll be able to play most of those games at high, medium maybe, or not medium, definitely medium. Most of them you'll be able to play at high, with a little bit of MSAA maybe, or AA, whatever you choose to run. Anyways, but yeah, so that's pretty much the build. Sure, I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below, and tell me what you guys thought of the build. I'll see you guys all in the next video.
Like, subscribe down below, and if you don't mind, go and follow me on Twitter. I love to interact with you guys.